hey, this is Notser, and the British battleships are out in North America. They will be out in Europe, Russia, and Southeast Asia tomorrow. For those of you who are in North America and you have free XP and you're ready to spend it all, just a word of warning. The 419 variant on the Conqueror will not perform as well as you see in these videos, articles, or streams. They're going to be less accurate, and their normalization is going to be slightly tweaked to be less effective. So, in layman's, accuracy is taking a hit, and also the ability for the AP to penetrate is going to take a slight hit. So just keep that in mind. The angle of effectiveness is being adjusted, and the Sigma is going to 1.8, which is exactly what the Germans are at. Does that mean it's completely irrelevant? No. My grosse Kua first is... I love that ship. It's beautiful. A goddess, even. And I don't know why it gets, it's the worst battleship at tier 10. I'm like, you guys are crazy. It's by far my best ship at tier 10. I wreck everyone in it, and I don't apologize for it. So 1.8 is pretty fair for 12 guns, I think. Especially considering how effective the Conqueror was in 1.9, the tester version. So just keep that in mind. And some might ask, well, does that make the 457s just clearly better? I don't think so. I think the 457s just don't have enough guns to compete with 12. Even if 457 is more accurate, which it is, 2.0 Sigma versus 1.8. Same dispersion because that's attached to the ship for whatever weird reason. But even if everything is equal and the Sigma is different, you still have 4 more shells on the 419 that could potentially disperse into the target versus the lack of shells on the 457. And thankfully, the 457 is something that you have to spend free XP to unlock, or, just play the ship and then unlock later. I would recommend, honestly, not picking up the 457 if you are one of those free XPers, just to save you a little bit. You're not really going to want them. You're going to probably regret the purchase, and there's nothing you can do to pull it back, right? There's nothing. It's better to wait on that particular thing than to buy it all outright. And some people are like, screw you, Notser, it doesn't matter. It's your free XP, you can do whatever you want. I'm just saying that 457 is not going to be a viable gun archetype for this ship. 419 is the competitive caliber. You can see how effective it is. We're just slamming these guys with HE, slamming them with AP. This enemy, Amagi, he's got a bunch of torpedoes. I still had HE loaded. I was going to try and set him back on fire, knowing that I did have him on fire previously. And I'm trying to maintain a level where there's not everyone engaging you on the map itself. That kind of sucks too. You have the health to do it, or the heal to do it, but you don't want to make a habit of engaging more than 1 or 2 targets at a time. We are taking broadside from something, but I can't really afford to pay attention to it until this guy's dead. So I switched to AP. Maybe a little bit too aggressive. Maybe it would have worked out better to not. I don't know. I'm kind of just second guessing myself at that point. I did do a lot of damage, and I do believe that was way more damage than I could have done with my HE. But obviously, he's angled against us. I've got to go either superstructure or hold a little bit longer than I want to. We are taking a little bit of fire damage. It worked out. Doesn't matter, right? It's all about the number of salvos that you kill a target. I have found that's the most important thing. Do I do 10,000 with that salvo, 3,000 with that one? It's more like it took me 35 seconds to kill the target. Any form of ammo loadout, turret traverse, all that stuff gets factored in. It limits the ability of the enemy to respond, and the enemy couldn't respond to that one. So we take out the enemy. Unfortunately, look at this game. Look at this game already. It's going to be an uphill battle. I don't care how powerful you are. It's really difficult to deal with all this. So we have an enemy Neptune. Neptune's really solid. Elevate the gun, lead him in the direction. I do have AP loaded. I'm hoping that it'll stick in the ship, and we do find the Citadel, but we do overpin also. Definitely worth it to shoot AP at him. For sure, for sure. Someone's like, buff the Conqueror. Give him smoke, too. They had radar. You want radar back, boy? Wargaming will do it, okay? Don't you threaten it. It'll happen. Please don't give radar back to a battleship line. I don't want that. It's already powerful in the Missouri. Oh, man. Again, the accuracy of these guns. This is not going to be the normal experience at 610. It just isn't. We have to re-release new videos for the relevant changes. I'm probably hitting more shots than I would at 610. That's just factual. I can't argue that. Some of these shells are just too consistent. Everything's hitting. I did pull the trigger there, and maybe I shouldn't. It was clear that the torpedo bombers were going to kill him. However, I did do probably the most damage of my team on the target. It was definitely greed there. I shouldn't have fired. I should have just let the torpedoes kill him and rotated past. That's what a good player would have done. And definitely a less selfish one. You're just like, it's no big deal, Notser. It's just a game. But it really says something about you when you're like, I know this guy is dead. I don't care how good he can dodge, but I really feel like I've done enough to justify firing again. It's just the way it works out, right? It's just the way it works out. Gotta be a little bit more... Oh yeah, I forgot this happened. So, yeah, you can see what this person's doing. You can definitely appreciate that this person is rocking the A-hull, for sure, on the turrets. But not, sir. It's a premium. Yeah. I don't know why he didn't like me, but I'm just going to report him a couple times and then move on with my life. He's not worth my time worrying about it, and he's not worth your time worrying about it either. It's just unfortunate that players would mortgage their potential, and we really had a potential to come back and do damage in this game, but taking that kind of damage, there's no way. There's no way. It makes me vulnerable. I already see the type of person on my team. It's just a bad situation, right? I can't trust him at all. That's why I'm sailing far away from him. It's whatever. It's whatever. So yeah, the Conqueror, really effective. Really effective. Be careful. It might be a little less effective, and it's not anyone else's fault other than, maybe it would have been nice for Wargaming to show a version of it so we could actually play that less accurate version. It's whatever. How many people, honestly, are going to spend free XP to get to 610 patch and get the Conqueror? Maybe 1%. Maybe. I mean, it's just such a minor population to worry about. But hey, I want to show the game too. The game's great. Switch to HE. Was going to try and set some fires. I felt like the Grosso Kua first was going to bow tank me. And, oh, God, that HE. God, that HE. I think every shell hit, right? Was that 9 shells hit the target? Yeah. That's not going to happen in 610. That's just not going to happen. You're not going to have all 9 shells, well, 9 of 12 shells make contact with the ship. That's just not going to happen. Especially at that range. It's just not going to happen. That's definitely an example of better accuracy than the full version. And I still have a HE loaded. Probably could have killed the cruiser if I switched to AP. And yeah, the enemy Grosso Kua first. The secondary bombardment, man. Ugh. So we got to be real coy with this. We've got to wait until the very last second. Put out the fire. Heal up. Try our best. There is an enemy, I think an enemy destroyer. Is it a Fletcher? Enemy destroyer is just sitting in the smoke and be like, hey, destroyer, destroyer. Boop, 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 boop. All those shells. Enemy Neptunes flashing in front of us. We still have HE loaded. Probably should have AP loaded at this point, considering who we're firing at. Doesn't matter. We missed completely. We straddled the target. And now I'm off detection. the enemy Fletcher, his little destroyer, he can't fire at us. And he can't do anything until the enemy aircraft comes over. And then you expect it any second now, right? Any second, this enemy is going to fire his guns. And I'm still burning down. I have no way to put it out for 40 seconds. It's going to go out on its own. If even does that, and oh, yeah, there he is. There he is. And oh, look, he's going to sit in his smoke and set us on fire. And of course, the first salvo, he puts us on fire. Okay, well, we're going to die. Can we get one more shot off at the Charles? Nope. I should have just pulled the trigger. Even if I missed, you know. That Tirpitz though, man. Just mortgage the future. Just the way it goes. So, the British battleships. Definitely enjoy your time with them. I am going to enjoy first one of the day, a couple low tier, mid tier, all that stuff. I'll probably be rocking a couple of aircraft carriers because they're not going to have good enough AA to really protect others around them. So there could be windows of opportunity to attack one person. You know, unlike the American battleships who have great AA range, manual AA, they're really selfish, the British battleships. So torpedoes from both a destroyer and aircraft will probably eat them up, totally eat them up. And if you're looking to, you know, counter everyone having fun, that's what I would do to have some fun, is to play a lot of torpedo boats and aircraft carriers. I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.